Yeah, bring it on. Volume check. Ooh, oh, here we go. Here we go. Boom. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. And double good deal. This is going. That's going. Everything is going. Oh, you know what I did? I'm trying out a new thing with my iPad. I'm trying to get more and more and more technology savvy, if you know what I mean. Pretty sad. Never touched an iPad until recently. Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome to the Happy Oyster Show. I'm your host, Bart Burke. We are documenting a major career change for myself here, and we're having the time of our life. So we're dealing with a couple of haters. A couple of haters are on right now, as a matter of fact, and I love you haters. Mwah. It's going to be much easier for you to become a friend than to stay a foe. But I really don't want to tell you what to do. I got a lot going on, guys. I can't wait to tell you what's happening. We got a cage change. We got all kinds of stuff. I don't want the 1 month skip the trial. Well, I'm gonna use this as my notes. You can't do everything yourself. We got Netminder. Let's start there. Netminder, aquaculture coatings, bada bing. I just cut one of the labels off. It's actually a sticker. It's going to go on the boat. Netminder, aquaculture coatings. Alex Walsh, my buddy, my friend. Your stuff really works. And I got a new slogan for you. Would you rather a beer or a brush? Let's go check it out. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this stuff. I got some skeptics out there. What I'm about to what? Why am I talking? Let's go check it out. Welcome, guys. Let's go outside. I got a lot of traps kicking around here, man. You gotta be careful. We got a lot of stuff going on. Let me turn this around. That might help me out too. Let me get rid of my mic. I need 2 hands, is what I need. What a crazy week, man. We got a lot going on, boy. Let me tell you. Our t-shirt design, more about that later. Well, I didn't really get a stick. What do you mean I got a sticker? I don't understand that, Calvin. I don't have stickers yet. I'm working on that. Jelly, GM, good morning. Good morning, Jelly. What's happening? What's happening? We didn't get stickers. No, you didn't get stickers. But you know what? I got shirts. I got shirts. I got shirts. Yes, I do. All right, I'm just going to place that up here kind of like that. I like this. The forward-facing camera is much better than the backward. So bring it on home. I scooted down to the bay, to the creek this morning to go get our pets. These are runts from a long time ago. Oh man, this thing's getting heavy. And they're very alive in here. And, ooh, it kind of stinks a little bit. But what I'm here to show you guys is the aquaculture coating of Netminder. Notice, we have one side that is treated and one side that is not treated. This happens to be the underneath side. This is the part that's sinking in the water, that's underneath the water, and the water is flowing. We got a little bit of cloggage here, but not major bad. Can you see all of this? We got definitely some action coating on the whole side here. On this side here, we have a little bit up here, a little, not so much, but on the whole, there is considerably less on this side than on that side. I gotta go get my coffee. And my iPad to check the thing. Coffee is very important to me. Now, too bad it's not smell-o-vision. Let me get in there a little closer so you guys can really, really check it out. Ooh. definitely on the sides got some garbage going on. You can see it, right? You can see it. It's a little difficult with the camera, but you get the idea. Okay, that's that Netminder side. Let me turn this baby over. Oh. Let me see if we can get this so that I don't have to deal with that volume. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. There we go. Boom. All right, bring it on home. Much better now. Now I can see you guys on the good camera. I can see this. Maybe I should get this thing operating. I don't know. Whatever. So this is this side of the bag. Let's go to the other side of the bag for a second. Oh, this stuff doesn't, Netminder does not like sticking to the pool noodle. I got to get away from using pool noodles. In a pinch, I had to. And I wanted to see if it was going to work on the pool noodle. It does not stick to the pool noodle, so that is a deficit. Okay, now this is the top. This is the part that's floating on the top. And you can definitely see where there is, and there is nothing, okay? I mean nothing on the top of this thing. Zippity. This side here is got definitely some cloggage going on. You can see growth on each one of the little slots. We're going to get into that. That's important. I want all you guys to remember that, okay? Now, if you had a little hose or a little, some guys do pressure washing and all of that business. This side is clean as a whistle. This side, it doesn't need a cleaning right now. Or does it? Let's go inside. Why is this half on, half off, half whatever? I don't know. Back inside. This iPad thing, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Back on. Maybe it's because I wasn't getting enough signal with the iPad. I don't know. How's that? There we go. We could come in here maybe a little closer even. Bada bing. All right, let's see if we take a couple of questions. Growing like mad. Stuff is growing like mad. So we got that situation there with the Netminder. It's crazy. My hands are all wet. What else is new? All right, now, math and numbers are now in session, okay? Let me get to this here. Where it is. Here. Yeah. All right. Netminder. Keeping your oysters clean, keeping them happy. Keeping them happy means you keep the flow through. This is what I've learned in the beginning, and this is what I've been practicing, and everything is starting to come together. Everything I've learned is really getting put to the test, and I'm modifying as I go, because I continue to learn. The minute you stop learning, the minute you stop living. Cleanliness. Would you rather a beer or a brush? Netminder. I'm making all kinds of jokes. Yes, they're a sponsor. Yes, the product is good. I wouldn't endorse anything if I didn't think it was good. I think it is necessary. Is it the best? Is it the save-all? Is it the almighty? No, it is not. There is some problems with it, meaning it scrapes off. Sometimes they've modified that. They've made it better. They took care of that problem. It does not scrape off as easily as it did before. Yeah, some stuff still kind of grows on it, but boy, does it come off really quick and easy with just a simple hose. No power washing, no scrubbing, just a little and it comes right off. Now, what is the importance of keeping your cage clean? Regardless of Netminder. Scratch that. Just keeping it clean. A lot of guys use a pressure washer. They have a pressure washer on board. We have a pressure washer connection on board. We're ready to go when I need to. So far, I have not needed to because of the Netminder. Stuff has been in the drink now for over a month out in the Peconic, and we have zero growth on them. Zero. Zero predators inside. We had a couple of drills, but again, we've been on top of it on a weekly basis. We're taking care of it weekly. I hope we can continue to do that. There could be a position where you don't want to tumble them quite so much, but we'll deal with that later. Densities, all of these things we're learning, but I did go back to cleanliness. Keeping the cage clean. I'm a numbers guy. I'm not a fisherman. I'm not this. I'm a business guy. I push numbers. I crunch some numbers once in a while, but I'm not a bean counter. I'm not one of those guys. But I like the way numbers, and I like percentages, and I like compounding. That's a whole nother show. But here we go. This is a square, right? This represents one little square on our cage, on anybody's anything, and we're going to call this 1 inch. And it's 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch. 1 inch square. This is 1 square inch. If I'm getting really silly and really basic and I'm insulting your intelligence, I'm sorry. Okay? You can go someplace else. What if we had just, this is your cage, if we had 1/16 of an inch growth on that and 1/16 of an inch growth on that, right on the sides, all the way around. Now, obviously on this side that would be, because this is round, right? So you're going to have a 1/16 of an inch growth on this side and a 1/16 of an inch growth on this side and that side. Again, this is 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch square. All of a sudden now, I've cut this down to this side because I got 1/16 on this side, right? And I got 1/16 on this side. That gets to 1/8. So I've got 1/8 by 1/8 difference. It doesn't sound like that much of a difference, okay? Shit, I lost my pencil. I can't talk without a pencil in my hand. That was my father. That was my father right there. Okay. So if I take that away, that 1/8 of an inch all the way around, I now have 875. I just cut the damn thing, and then if I do 875 times 875, all right? You get where I'm coming from? You get the square area? I'm now at approximately a little bit more than 3/4 of an inch. For easy figuring, let's just say by 1/16 of an inch, I just restricted my flow by 20%. Where's my coffee? While that sinks in for you guys, a half a second. Now, if I cut that up, and that's just let's just say that happens in 1 week. Let's say that happens in 2 weeks. Whatever. Let's just say it's happening, period, and you are on top of it with spraying it down and hosing it on. Perfect. That's what you got to do. You know, that's a pain in the ass of a job, man. I really don't want to do it this week. Can we just wait another week? We'll get it next week. Yeah, no problem, man, no problem. Well, now, I just restricted my flow 50%. Maybe not quite. 40%. I don't care. Restricting the flow anything is not good for any amount of time. So you got to be particular, you got to be anal, you got to get down and you got to get dirty, and you got to think out of the box. I hate that term. Whoops. Hit the button. There we go. And do what you got to do. So, would you rather a beer in your hand or a brush? Netminder Aquaculture Coatings, boys and girls. I cannot say enough. It is miraculous. All right. I took that out of the creek today. Shall we just go hit it with just a standard garden hose for the quickie? It doesn't much. Yeah. Let's just go see what happens, all right? Where are we at? How much time are we at? How much have we been playing so far? It doesn't tell me up there. Are you guys having fun yet? 20% reduction is significant. You're telling me, Jimmy Payton. You know, somebody asked me the other day, you know, Bart, I want to get involved in investing. What should I be thinking about and this, that, and the other thing? We started to talk, and we started to talk about compounding interest and how we should talk to our kids about compounding interest. If you could compound 25% on a yearly basis, you're doubling your money in 3 years. Got Babe G in the house. Hi. She's not going to show her face. She's kind of like still in her pajamas. Where was I going? Oh, yeah. We're going to go do our thing with the hose. So I had a hater in the house today. Hater in the house, Dave Winters, he came on real early. He said, hey, man, that's the guy that ran his father's bike shop in the ground. Yeehaw! Yeah, that's me. I'm not going to respond to that. I'm just going to acknowledge it. That's what I did, all by my little self. Love you, Dave. It's on. I'm just going to hit it on the top here real quick and easy. You can see how the Netminder side is just, it's just flaking right off. You can see right here where I brushed a little bit and it got a little too... Boy, the Netminder side sure did come out nice, didn't it? Well, watch this now, watch this, watch this. Non-Netminder side. It's better. It's definitely cleaning it off on the non-Netminder side. I mean, but it's not, it ain't cleaning it like that, man. That is like, it's just like I put it out there 2 weeks ago. This stuff works, guys, is the bottom line, okay? So now you could imagine if it was a little bit rough. The creek is very, very protected. The line goes across, but the flow is unbelievable from the tide. The tide is rushing in and rushing out of this creek like mad. Again, flow, okay? It's mind-blowing how they are growing. Now, my sorting system for what I've got and the amount of oysters that we've got out there is kind of rudimentary, but it works for what I'm doing for our farm. Next year might have to be a different story, but for right now, for the amount of oysters that we're doing good. Our system is extremely rudimentary, okay? I use a bunch of these for measuring purposes and whatnot, but as long as I keep using the same ones, I can always be able to, the same containers. So we got a bunch of these at different sizes, right? A and B and C and D and E and F and G and X and Y and W and all of the above, right? Here's a couple that are left in there. I mean, we're raising them from itty bitty bitty bitty. Here's a little baby one here. I just cleaned yesterday. I don't know if you can see that. We'll put him on here. Maybe he'll stay. We'll put him inside. The sorting process at the creek and the amount that they're growing is crazy. By keeping them separated by size, definitely also increases the growth rate tremendously. Which now leads me to the next phase of the game. Where are we at here? 18 minutes. Wow, that was a lot. Jimmy Frozen's in the house. Bring it on home. I was talking about the angry guy. The angry guy meaning, oh, Freddie? Where's Freddie? Where's Captain Freddie, the Angry Bayman? Captain Freddie, the Angry Bayman is at his annual, there's the poster for it up there, his annual thing. Yeah, today I'm working all by myself. It's all right. I work a whole lot by myself. I like working by myself. I'm my own best friend, actually. All right. I got to go back to the notes. Where were we? Dun, dun, dun. All right. Well, that's a live chat action. All right, that thing's working pretty good. Beer or a brush? Got to change the design. Hard numbers. Hard facts about numbers. Did I cover that 20% thing? And if it closes a little bit more, did I get it? Did I clear it all up? Did it make sense? Fred is in Mystic. Yes, he is. He's in Mystic today, doing his thing. He's for the weekend. He's having fun. Jimmy, what's going on? A shelfie. Ha, ha, ha. I'll have to use that. All right. I just was reading the comments. Sorry. If I had somebody helping me out, you know, I mean, I could have, you know. You want to go over t-shirts or you want to go over cage design, densities? What do we got? All right, let's go over t-shirts real quick and easy. T-shirts, I'm making my own T-shirts. I strongly recommend it. It was not that bad of a deal. It was a little bit of a learning curve involved. I do have some mistakes. I'll show you those real quick. But I got about 600 bucks, and I got at least 2 dozen shirts so far for $600. Obviously, that's not, let me show you what's going on here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we got a press. 100 bucks. Each one of these screens are about 60 bucks. I got 3 of them. They have different screens on them and whatnot, and you put the ink, this thing goes down like this, and you go, I'm not gonna get into great big long detail of how the hell to do it, but if you go over to Catspit Production, it is awesome. And they do teach you everything you need on YouTube. And they also sell some stuff and whatnot. Obviously, I have had, what is this one? This one is a mistake. It got a little too thick on the back, so then I practiced it down here, and then I was working on the indexing of the up top. This is the sweatshirt, and you got your indexing lines and stuff like that. And I got some other stuff and some rejects and whatnot. But the bottom line is I get about 600 bucks into this project. I'm dialing it in really nicely. I'm gonna have to spend another 200 bucks. I need a couple more squeegees. We got ink, you got tack cloth, you got some masking tape. You gotta have special cleaner. Because the ink that goes on here is like heat dried and whatnot. Rejects are one of a kind, Wolfie, and we're gonna start giving up stuff away. Now, when I say I got about 600 bucks and another 200 bucks, so now I'm gonna have 800 bucks into it. All right. Now, with that being said, having 800 bucks into this, okay, I am then going to be able to produce T-shirts with what I want to put on them. Happy Oyster, obviously, on the one side, and then, of course, our logo action. I almost spilled it. Our logo action, which goes on the back of the shirt, right? This is screen printed onto a piece of poster board. It turned out really nice. And I got a whole big box of T-shirts right down here of all different sizes. Okay, and it's a nice T-shirt. This is a Gildan. It's a heavy tee. All right. Now I'm going to be going into this. Okay, I got it in XX from my buddy. Printed, $2, maybe a little bit more, $2.25. $2.25 complete. Printed the shirt, the whole damn thing. Maybe not the XX. XX is a little more money. Let me go another $1 on that. What regular sizes? Small through extra large. I know somebody's going to hammer me because, again, I throw everything out there, and then I get the haters, and the haters come at me, and it's like, oh, enough already, guys. Come on, huh? I'm trying to give full transparency here as best I can. I'm trying to teach you guys how to make a buck. This is how it's done, son. What does that enable me to do when I can produce a shirt for $2? Anywhere I go. Hey, how you doing? Good, nice to see you. Oh, I watch your show. Yeah, you do. Here, have a T-shirt. Have a T-shirt. You don't feel bad giving away a $2.50 T-shirt. Whereas when you were giving away and you were paying from the T-shirt guy, I'm not going to tell you how much I was paying, but it was, $10, maybe more. As long as I can do anything. I could give it away. And I don't, when you give away a $2 shirt, you don't have to worry if they're going to wear it or not. When you give away a $15 shirt, it's like, shit, I hope you fucking wear the damn thing. So hoodie now is going to be, so we're going to sell these things. And we're going to sell them online, and we're going to sell them at, you're going to know because now I've told you how much it cost me, roughly $250, $225 to put the shirt out there, right? But now here comes the magic, okay? Free shipping, right? Well, bullshit, nothing is free, okay? You're gonna have to ship it, so I'm already starting to look into this. I'm looking into I'm putting it, the marketing machine is slowly getting into gear. We're gonna need a website, obviously. Website's coming up. All of these things, man. It does take time to print a T-shirt, it does, but I got nothing but time, man. There's 24 hours in the day. I'm working already, 10, 12, it's all right. Another couple, 15 minutes more, it's gonna kill me, is it? Knowledge is money too. Oyster does look at the show. You're still cracking all these. What, you think up these Oyster jokes all day long or what, man? All right. Anywhere in the country, United States, $8. This is a priority envelope flat rate bubble mailer. $8. Not bad. So now you're going to put that onto there. So now I'm at $10. If I'm going to mail this in the United States, it's going to cost me $10. That means you guys, all you guys that are watching, if you ever run into me, hey, yeah, you know, or you're local and you want a shirt, hit me up. But if you want me to ship it to you, it's going to be $10. No, $8. So between the shirt and the shipping, it's $10 to me. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give my first shirt to Mr. James Frozen. Jimmy Frozen out there in the house, bring it on home. You get your first extra large Happy Oyster t-shirt. We'll be talking about it later. Here's our moderator. I love you, man, and that is it. Okay, Wolfie, you live like in the far off, way off, distant land, which we have a lot of you guys, and I love every single one of you guys, but I'm gonna go fucking broke if I have to ship every one of you guys a shirt. You're welcome, Jimmy. You deserve it. Yeah, drink beer and print shirts. Exactly. That's how it's done, son. Oh man, how many shirts can you put in a bag? Oh, in one of these bags here, this happens to be a sweatshirt in here, so I wanted to start with that and see what I could do, but I could probably put 2 or 3 in there. So you're right, absolutely. You got the, boom. We will be having a website soon. If you want to order or pre-order or whatnot, hey, our email is happyoyco@gmail.com. That's happyoyco@gmail.com. happyoyco.gmail.com. At gmail.com. Sorry, it's whatever. Message me on Instagram. Come on over. So now, giving away shirts. It ain't easy. You had 39 degrees last night. Holy smokes! Maybe you should have a sweatshirt, James. I got sweatshirts ready to rock and roll. James, sweatshirt, extra large, coming at you, baby. 39. You need a sweatshirt up there, buddy. There's my first sweatshirt I can give it away. Now, amp it up a little bit, right? The marketing machine. You can only do stuff so much. You can only go so far. You can only be so, whatever it may be. Time saving, labor, people, employees. We're getting there. If you've been paying attention to our Instagram, come on over to our Instagram. We went and looked at a new boat. Our new boat is tremendous in size, or what we were thinking about. Let me head over there for half a second. We can go to here. We can go to here. We can go to here. Okay. So there you have it. There's our boat we were thinking about, right? If you guys aren't on Instagram, let's hang on. Go this way. Huge deck space. Had a big Volvo engine in it. Huge deck space. There's Fred. There's the front. This is the back of it. It came out of Barnstable. It was a tuna boat originally. Let me show you the deck space again. There's the deck space. No, that's from the front. No, next one. There. Deck is huge. Huge. I mean, absolutely huge. It would allow us to put more oysters on deck, which now leads me right into the next phase of our gig. More oysters on deck. Our other sponsor, Oyster Tracker, which is why I have the iPad and inventory control. We were talking about that. We're talking about employees. We're talking about, and you know what? You can't do everything. And Right now, I'm doing all my inventory by hand, and it's okay. It's okay because I'm not really that large yet. But when you start to get into really super big, then we're gonna have a problem. And we have recruited a new sponsor of Oyster Tracker. Oyster Tracker, Chip Terry, hats off to him. Check out the video below. I did not do anything with it last week. I've been busy. I got a good friend that's fighting the fight, and my wife has been helping the support of the Fight the Fight. And I ain't got to tell you about the Fight the Fight. I've been there, I've done it, I got the t-shirt, I beat it. This guy's going to beat it in a different way. With that being said, the less employees that you possibly can have, the better off you are. And any technology that you can use to be able to help you with that, do it. Babysitting a robot is much easier than babysitting a 40-year-old or a 30-year-old or a 20-year-old, unless you get the right one. We're always looking for the right one. The right employee. Everybody is. Any business, I don't care what it is. Everybody's looking for employees. Bottom line. So we are always open for employment. I can't afford to pay anybody right now, so I don't know how many good employees I can get. But when I'm able to afford them, I guarantee you I will be advertising it with big banners. But in the meantime, if you want to work for free, come on over. All right, next, cage design. More oysters on board. Yeah, well, 3 meals? How about 2? No? You really don't need to. Old design, new design. Let me open up the old one. Whoops. Losing my mic. Mic's all flopping all over the place. Where am I? Am I like really long into this? Am I getting overtime? Am I not covered everything yet or what? Oh shit, I'm on 32 minutes. All right, we're just gonna go quick with this. Our old design, if you want to go over to the live show, you can check it out. It's a 2-tiered system. It's very similar to this, but we only have 2 bridles. The bridles come through the legs and they come up into one medium, and that's it. We have now modified to the system so that it's almost like a Christmas package. This top one does not have the new clips on it. This is the new clip one. This is the design of what I'm trying to take care of here. I wish I had that 360 camera, because then I could just set the camera up and just direct you guys where to go. This is the new clip opposed to the old clip that comes down and holds on. If you're an oyster farmer, you know exactly what's going on right now. If you're not, you got to be following. If you're just brand new, hey, you're going to have to go back a little bit and figure it out a little bit. This is our old clip. It really only went to one thing because, again, we were only doing 2-stick. Now we're doing a 3-stick, and we need a little extra action, okay? So these are attached to the actual top rack. Now, we did not make too many cages out of the barn because we thought about the fact that we're going to have to change. And you have to embrace change. You cannot fight change. You have to embrace change. You cannot fight change. You have to modify and do yourself in order to cope with change. Change is inevitable. Change is nothing sometimes that you can even control. So you have to be able to embrace change. Enough of preaching. So one of our other problems that we've been having is that when we flip these things up, they constantly get caught. I think we're going to have to deal with that for a little bit. But what we do is we just flip them up like that and then change it over. But you can see how I'm moving this, and it got uncaught for me. But you get the idea, okay? And then this goes on to there, and the oysters are going into here. Our first modification was we got rid of the center strut. I don't know if that was a good thing or not, but we can always add that. We have approximately 100 of these. No. Yeah, maybe. No. No, we have 100, so, and there's halvesies, so maybe 40-ish lids that maybe we have to change out, modify a little bit to the new system, or we let the old system go the way it is, and we run the new system. You know, we've been making cages like mad, and I've been purposely not necessarily making up everything. I've been just making up the components of. Meaning the tray itself, the lid itself. The legs themselves. Okay? The clips and blah, 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 blah. So that way we can modify accordingly. We've been making cages like mad. I got a lot of cages, man. I got a lot of ready to rock and roll. So we decided that maybe if we can, with the new design, let's triple it up. Now we just increased our capacity of coming on board by 30%, 33%. We put more oysters on board, provided the boat can handle the weight, not a problem. It's just logistics and design and work and workflow and how you're going to do it and how you empty them and how you don't and this, that, and the other thing, and speed. Now we're going to, 3 rules when you're doing in production. Number 1 rule is safety. Safety takes no holiday. You must be safe. If you're not safe, you cannot do the job. So safety is number 1. Number 2 is accuracy. I'm getting into my employee preaching now. Number 2 is accuracy. You've got to do the job the way it's expected to be done. If you want to modify it a little bit, fine. But you got to come through the boss man before you modify to see if it's going to really make it quick. But I am open for suggestions. Let me tell you what. Faster is good. Accuracy is way before speed. Speed is the last and final thing that we're worried about. Safety, accuracy, speed. That's simple. So maybe consequently, I might be able to. Will this hold everything together? Yes. Will it hold it together from maybe separating and getting in, I don't know. Could we get rid of them damn clips? That's what I'm getting at. I'd love to. But it's got to be simple and it's got to be easy. With our new system here and our new bridle, it's really sweet. It's 1 rope, the whole thing, and each system just flops off to the side. Any of you other oyster farmers, if you got any other suggestions, by all means, please do not hesitate to give me a call or shout it out. But it's going all the way through, so it's nice and tight. New bridle system, I'm liking it, okay? The clip thing, if we can get away from the clip thing, I would be all in, but I don't know if we can. Boom, that takes care of that. How do you connect all of these together? They are ghost line together. And I got to show you this before I get off the stick because I'm running a little long. I had a lot to cover today. Where's my coffee? We're making our own gear and it's really our own system and it's a modification system from a lot of different places, such as the Chesapeake. And we're looking at boats down in the Chesapeake. That's why we were looking at that other boat for the size, because if I can get more cages on board to be able to process, then it's not so bad. A lot of guys, they have these different systems, and we'll talk about that next time maybe, about these bags that these guys use, and the racks that they use, and the bags and the racks, and again, density, and more density. I really didn't have time to go over density today, but density, that's something badass. What is it? What is it? I didn't see. Oh, it's some rice burner piece of junk. Sounded a lot better than that. These bag systems, rack and bag system, we'll go over some of that stuff and we'll talk about densities. Density is so important, guys. When you're a farmer, no matter what you're farming, it's important that how much do you get into what size and how quickly can you get them out of there. Density, it's all about density. So density is just a topic that's ongoing. All right, you've heard it before. This is a leader line that I have taken out of service after 1 month because I finally noticed that I didn't clamp. I didn't crimp this the way it's supposed to be crimped. Let me see if I got one to show you what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, here's one. Sorry about that. This is what it's supposed to look like. See how that's not crimped? So, what happened here, all right? And how well did it work? And again, here we go, a failure. What do we got to do? This is a failure from operator error. The guy who built this, which is me, did not hit it with the clamp. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like. We're starting to get a little bit of corrosion. When this comes out of the drink, it's sparkling. It's like white. Not white, but it's like coppery, very coppery, because that's what it's made out of, copper. And it starts to, it's like letting off some oxidation in the salt water, believe it or not. Now, is that keeping the seed drills away from off of our cage? I don't know. Seed drills and copper do not mix. I know that if you put a piece of copper pipe on the seabed floor, any of the clams within that area are going to be green from that pipe. So this was maybe I don't know. We'll find out, but I'm getting off on a tangent here. This lasted for over a month by yanking it and pulling it, and then I noticed that it didn't have its clamp on it, and it held like a champ, man. There's just no pulling that out. It just did not pull out, but I still took it out of service because I said, damn, I got to show the guys about that, meaning you guys, because the other side too, I missed the whole thing. It's been out there for a month. So I'm going to clamp this off, and then we're going to be done for the day. I got to go get my clamp tool. Let me turn this around. Dee-dee-dee. Bring it on home. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate everybody. Please rate, comment, and or subscribe. Come over to our Instagram as well. We have a lot of great pictures and a lot of stuff I share there and share there. I only doing 2 social medias, YouTube and Instagram. So please, come on, one, the other, or both. Ugh. Let me get the key to the city. Luke. Good morning, Luke. Pee-wee, my man. All right, so here we go. You get the idea? Here and here. It's a little bit tough trying to do this in front of you guys. Back up a little bit. So you get it right in there. And now you clamp it closed. You give it the other way. The other way. You'd usually do it once one way and one the other way. That's just to double make sure. Boom and boom. Now, I was being observant when I'm pulling these damn things in. Now that's what I want it to look like. You still got it in you, Bart. Yeah, I do. Thanks, brother. Let me get the other side while I'm at it. I probably was, I don't know. How did I miss that? It happens. Don't get mad at your employees. Just make sure that they're aware of the situation. If you don't tell them, they don't know. But don't get pissed off. I'm working on that one too, by the way. I saw an old friend this week. We talked about it. We talked about it a lot. It was fun. Haven't seen him in a long time. All right, so there you have it, boys and girls and children of all ages. Happy Oyster Show. Wrapped up for today. What else? I think I covered everything or close to it. I can't thank my sponsors enough. Oyster Tracker, we'll be talking this week. I just got your cell phone number from my wife. Hopefully we're going to be out on the bay this week. Monday or Tuesday, I have some special. I'm going to probably have a special broadcast on Monday or on Tuesday. Family's doing great, Luke. Thanks. Oyster business is doing crazy good, really good, really having fun. Not making any money, but having a lot of fun. Where was I going? Oh, next week. Got a lot of things going on. Like I said, I got a buddy that's fighting the fight, so don't know where that's going. Hats off to that. And let me move that a little bit. How's that? That's good. So we're probably going to have a special broadcast either Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure. I have a special broadcast because we have our special and our last and final seed delivery that I wanted to share with you guys. It's a bigger type of seed. It's a little bit larger than what we're normally used to that we go out there with, but not quite large enough. And we'll talk about what's going on with that. Hopefully everything's cool now. They've been soaking out there for 10 days, so they should have grew a little bit, so we should be in good shape. I want to share with you guys one of the big time rookie mistakes. So you better tune in and you better make sure that you subscribe because it's nothing but fun. And no matter what we have, yeah, we're still live. And no matter what goes on, no matter what the problem is, we can solve it. I guarantee you that. Last and final thing, back when in my old life, I used to come on the air way back when I first started. I used to ask you guys, how is my hair? So my hair, an update on that real quick and easy, just to show you guys, I am really getting lazy. I'm really starting to let myself go, big time. A little rock and roll action, maybe. How's that? I'm starting to dread out. I threw my brush out. We're dreading. Oh, we're having so much fun. Oysters don't talk. It's all good. I want everybody to be cool. I want everybody to be kind. And by all means, man, life is way too short not to be happy. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I hope to see you guys next week. I want everybody to be cool. I want everybody to be kind. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to eat me. We'll see you next week. Love you guys.